Hello, and welcome to a new Mr.GIll Plays Minecraft. It's been a while. It's been a couple of months since I recorded any Minecraft. Been a couple of months since I played any Minecraft, actually. Basically, I was, over the winter, I was playing a bit of this mobile game, Rise of Empires, and quite a lot of people wanted more videos on that, so I spent a bit of time on that. I seem to have videoed that out. I can't think of much else to do. But also, taking a little bit of time off the Minecraft was nice, and makes it feel more exciting to come back now. Now, the last time we were together, I was starting a new season on my multiplayer server with my friends. We put that on hiatus for a little bit. It is February now in Stockholm. Well, February everywhere, I guess. But that means my work is a lot busier, and the friends I play with are a little bit busy as well. And to be honest, we were never on at the same time, so it just kind of defeats the purpose if we're playing together but never actually playing together. It's not so much fun. So we've put that on hiatus, and I have started a new world, a single player world, where I'm going to be doing some fun building and taking on a couple of big projects. Now, I've been recording on YouTube for 5 years. I've started many projects in Minecraft, but I've never really finished any of them. So let's see if we can get this one finished. It is quite epic, and you should see why. Hello and welcome to Amplified. Right. What I have done, the idea basically is, and it's night and my bed is all the way down there. Can I get into that? I could probably jump into there in a second. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, the idea is to play in an amplified world. I love amplified worlds. I think they look fantastic. I've opened a few seeds. I found this area here, which is relatively close to spawn. Spawn was just over there somewhere. And I'm loving what it looks like and the potential to do some cool stuff. The idea is to build a city, a sprawling city, kingdom, village thingy. Now, in the last series I did on my multiplayer, we were playing kingdoms and building kind of castles and stuff, and I quite enjoyed that quite a lot. What is that? That's just a rant. That'll have to go. That just looks stupid. I quite enjoyed that quite a lot. Especially, I kind of dug a big hole and I started putting houses into the sides of the hole. I quite like that idea, and so that's sort of what we want to do here. Is I want to build inside these giant amplified mountains. Have houses in there. Well, not there. That'd be stupid. But possibly like here and on top of there and on top of there and not. Yeah, maybe that. And on top of here, I guess. This one. And then walkways stretching across from here to there and over to there. And then all of these massive amplified mountains are riddled with caves and tunnels that, link up everywhere. And there's a whole another big mountain over that side as well. And down there you can see, and there's a cave there and a cave there and there and there and there and there. So I want to join all of this up to a massive city type thing. Which is going to be a lot of work. I also want to build a giant circle somewhere. I like circles. It's going to be a lot of work. So I'm not going to promise that this is going to be any sort of regular video I do. I still have a couple of games that I want to record. The mobile game, Rise of Empires, I'll still probably do a few videos every now and then. And I don't have a lot of time because of work. But basically, slowly, I want to try and see if I can get one episode a week. Spend a few hours during the week actually doing some real work here, so then I can showcase something quite special. So to begin with, let us get down to start. We can come down here, actually. This is the way I came up. Let's go down here. So I've been playing for a few hours now, maybe 5 hours on this place, and you can see I've started a little bit of some of the walkways and kind of things that I'm thinking, but let's just go down to where we've got our bed and get some sleep on. Nobody around. Check for creepers. I've died a few times already. Right. I didn't want to sleep in this bed. That's fine. This respawn point set thing is fantastic, but I've got a bed in there that I want it to be my only spawn. I don't want to ever Oh, your bed is obstructed. I think if I came back, it might say this bed is obstructed. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. So I've been on for about 5 or 6 hours, and I've done a little bit of work, as you can see. I have a mine down here, and I've been doing some mining. I've got my little bed there. I found some plants. I found a few villages. There was one on the way here, and there was one over there. I also, over there is an ice spikes biome, and past that I went through some oceans and found a few pirate ships. Got a few bits and pieces from there. Looking mostly at the moment, I was looking for treasure. It's kind of hard in the amplified world. It does change the terrain generation quite a lot, so I couldn't find any treasure. Also couldn't find any deserts, which is going to be an issue. I do want lots of glass and stuff, and it's hard to use the Mine Atlas or similar programs with amplified. It doesn't really show you when you put amplified terrain. It changes a lot of things, and it's quite hard to find stuff. But as you can see, I've set myself up here. So far I'm wearing iron. I've got a Fortune 2, which is not too bad. I've got some crap lying around, a few extra diamonds, iron. I've got lots of iron poking here. A bit of wood and a bit of things, building blocks. Got the setup. Got some food going on. Got some animals going on. Got some sugarcane, etc. So yes, as I said, the idea is to start linking up these islands, these mountains, and there's nothing wrong with the floating island, but as you see, I've put a couple of supports in. They are, I might need to make them prettier, but that's what they will roughly be for now. Maybe another one here in the middle is a good idea. So any floating kind of island, I want to actually put a support in. While this is not realistic, is it? It's Minecraft. I don't want it to be too stupid, where they're just a floating island and nothing actually supporting it. This island above us here is going to be our main area of concern for now. See, I mean, look at this. This is brilliant. Come through here, you could have like a whole little village etched into the walls, and then there could be farmland spilling down there. Over here, we probably wouldn't go too far this way. No, I don't like this side. It doesn't look so good. But if we come over this way, see, I mean, look at that. Imagine there's like houses up there and a walkway going across. It's just it'd going to look epic. Lots of zombies obviously around. Lots of skeletons. Oh boy, I'm going to die. Get away. There, okay, cool. Run. If we come out, it's in my butt. He missed me again. Okay, if we come over here again, you can see these kind of tunnels coming through there, and up here goes there, and then that connects into there. You can have so many, a stairway coming down and over this way, and there's no ocean close to this though, which is slightly annoying. I would have loved to have like a dock area. I'm not going to say we're going to terraform and put an ocean in, but if there is some water that side, I think like a river just over there somewhere, so we could possibly think about expanding that into a small bay, a kind of trading river. Over this side is exciting as well. You've got this giant cave coming in here, which is excellent, and then mountain on top, cave on the bottom. Let's just scoop in. So many. I think this cave somewhere up here. Is it here? No, it's not here. Yeah, I know, it must be dark, sorry. Some bit of this cave is actually, there's a tunnel leading to the other side of the mountain. Oh boy. Oh wow, I really am going to die. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's eat some food. Die! Ow! Where's my bow? Got you in the feet. Got you in the feet again. Oh, come on. Got you in the feet for... Ah, missed him. Got you in the feet for the third time. Triple feet shot. Let's eat again. Yeah, over this side there is... Where is the... sorry, flat. Over this side there is some sort of tunnel that joins up to the other side of the mountains. Run. Back and forth. Oh, not you guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't want them. they're going to hassle me all the time. Let's see if we can get back to base. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere this way, I think. This is nice little valley, hollow valley there. So the idea is to build this kind of massive connecting huge giant thing. Now, as I said before, I've started many projects in Minecraft and barely finished any of them. So I'm not going to promise anything, but I do promise that I have lots of ideas. I mean, just look at that. Just look at that bit. Imagine, thing. And I've only got my render distance set on 10 chunks now, so the lag doesn't kill me. But I mean, that could be epic, and like this one here. So this walkway, I want to come up, maybe go back in, and then there may be another walkway coming out to this one and to that one. This one here will have some sort of walkway there. I'll have to work out how to support this thing. A pillar coming all the way down is going to look kind of stupid. I could build a support that goes to there. That I probably get rid of. This will get rid of that. There's some things we'll just have to take away because they look silly. But the idea is to cover everything effectively. Now, in terms of style, what I want to do is the palette, and I was hoping to be able to find some of this, but I haven't been able to yet. But the palette, I think, should be something like brick, prismarine, obviously lots of stone block. I like that as a kind of a utility block, so like walkways and stuff like that, and pillars can be in stone block. The initial houses, and so this is, I guess, the entrance or one of the entrances to the city. Some of these initial houses here I want to be out of red brick, and possibly some sort of terracotta, and we'll have to pick a wood, maybe spruce or dark oak that could go with that. As we get deeper into the city, I guess where there will eventually be some form of castle, probably either within that big cave, it can be etched into the wall there, or on top of one of these things. I want the castle to be in prismarine, so I guess I want red brick is going to be our normal houses, normal people, merchant areas, things like that. Prismarine I want to be our kind of posher areas, where the potentially rich people live, the bigger houses, etc. The central kind of city squares would be in Prismarine. But yeah, we'll use red brick to start. That means, of course, we will have to look at trading. I doubt. I could look for all the clay in the world, but we're talking a lot. So trading is probably going to be the easiest way to do that. And then Prismarine, we're going to have to look at obviously an ocean monument farm. I don't really want to focus too much on building massive farms, but I guess an ocean monument farm and a villager breeder will be needed in order to get what we need done. The first thing I want to do is, as I said, focus on this one here. I'm effectively thinking this is going to serve me two uses. First off, there's going to be some houses etched into here, so there will be windows, not windows. The house will kind of stick out a few blocks. It'll be like a back window, and so within this bit here, I want to have a couple of tunnels, like an internal city. So the front doors of the houses are actually inside. If we come and pop in, let's have a quick look. I haven't done any work, but let's have a look. If we pop in here, so I want one tunnel that's going to come through this side of the floating mountain, and there'll be a walkway from here, I guess, to over there, and maybe stairs down. And this, as I said, is probably going to be some sort of farmland. But then if we come like this side, I think it's going to be roughly here. I've not done this, so let's have a look. Hopefully. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we're kind of there. I can't see the edge of the walkway. But imagine like a little house would jut out a little bit, and then there'd be like an internal street. This would come across like this. Or the street would probably come off this main tunnel bit as well. And then you could have like another house, say here would be the central line of the other house. Let's put a torchy down. And we'd come out here somewhere. Come on, where are we? and we'd come out, yeah, like here, there'd be like, and then maybe one over there as well, maybe one above, maybe one below. So this side of the building would have maybe 4 to 5 houses, and there'd be a little tunnel system in here, and then we'd probably have a couple on this side as well, coming back to the main road, like so. So this would be our main tunnel road, and then there could be a few house facades. So you'd see the facade. I will build the actual house within the structure, but the facade will be the important bit that makes it look cool. So that'll be for this main floating island. However, what I also want to do is it's quite tall, so the houses necessarily are probably going to be 5 or so, maybe that high. Okay, so that's going to still leave us possibly 10 blocks above before the top of the floating mountain. And what I'd like to do there is to build a kelp farm. So I'm going to need some form of fuel. Now bamboo is obviously another option. However, I have not found a jungle, and I eventually will, find one, but it's just going to be, that could take a while. I did find a little bit of kelp in the ocean, so I think that's probably the first bet. And what I was thinking of doing is having a kelp farm, so you could see the house facades would be kind of here at this level, and then we've got this kind of bit of a hill, and we can make it bigger if we need it. We could have a kind of couple of trenches for kelp, a few little piston system, and then the kelp floats to the top or whatever and then falls. And then what I'd like it to do potentially is that the kelp would fall down one of these streams. I want more streams coming off the side of the mountain and going down, and the kelp could basically kind of float down either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 streams, and I'm thinking it would be on this side over there, and then it'd fall down to the bottom like so, and then be collected there somehow, and look quite natural. I don't, the farm doesn't have to be that efficient. I just do need to start generating some kelp. Yeah, so that's the first jobs. So first job, sorry if you can hear that, my phone is buzzing. First jobs are going to be to work on this, and I'd say the first thing I'm going to do is to continue this walkway, probably lock it into somewhere there, and then maybe have a platform and get over to here, and then start to build this internal city in here. To do that, I'm going to need to do a little bit more mining, a little bit more resource gathering. I haven't got much stone or anything. I've definitely got no clay, so I think there's a river here. I will probably find this river. Yes, there's a river here. So I'll probably just spend a couple of hours exploring the whole length of this river, getting all the clay that I can, and getting back here. In terms of the farms, villager, breeder, ocean monument, I'm going to leave those for a little bit. I don't really enjoy, especially an ocean monument. No, both of them actually. A breeder and ocean monument I do not enjoy making. So I'm going to kind of delay that as long as I can. So those are the first steps. I will decide whether or not that goes in this video. This could be... Yeah, it will go in this video. So I'll be right back, I guess, after I've done a little bit more work. Cool, cheers. Okay, and we're back. It's actually been a few days in real life since I recorded that last bit, and I was trying to get a lot of work done, and I didn't get as much as I wanted to do, but I thought if I leave it any longer, I'm not going to remember what I've actually said. We built this thing. So basically, we have decided on the palette. I said the palette is going to be red brick for a lot of these buildings at the start. That means I need a lot of red brick, so I went and got some red brick, and then I thought, oh, I might build a smeltery because this is taking ages. So then I built a smeltery out of red brick and used all the red brick I just got. But it's kind of nice. I mean, this is not anything special. A little chimney, I guess, a little back bit. Could use a few more details, I guess, somewhere around the edges. We might fancy it up a little bit. But it is there to do what it is. Of course, it's me, so this is not going to be the most efficient thing. Obviously, having 4 and then a gap and then 4 means that this last one doesn't get filled as often as these ones, etc., etc. This is all a bit janky, but it's kind of, I just like it. I don't really like to care too much about making things super efficient. So we used all the red brick though, but we have this nice little terrace, which I like. Oh, let's look down. Oh, lovely. This little island bit here, I think we're going to put quite a few utility buildings on it, if you know what I mean. So this is a good kind of thing to have here. Come back. Maybe maybe our enchantment thing could come up here as well. Yeah, so we might use this island as kind of a utility island. We might move up from down there effectively, as we're going to be working a lot up here. And then I was thinking this is kind of cool as well. We could build a little kind of walkway across to there, and this comes into there, and then we could have some buildings in that kind of mountain bit, or through here. I don't know. I like this looking thing. So yeah, I used all the red brick, and so now I have to go. Luckily for me, this place is surrounded pretty much by a swamp. Literally, there's swamp that way, there's some swamp that way, there's more swamp that way. This way is ice, an ice spikes biome, but lots of swamp, which is great. So we were able to get quite a few, and if I go and spend a few hours, I should be able to get quite a lot of the red brick and get it all smelted up. I did a lot of mining, so I have a lot more... well, I've got about 30 or 40 diamonds and more coal and a bit more iron, but I spent a lot of iron on the hoppers, etc. I hollowed out a little bit of here, okay, and started thinking about how we're going to do the floor and then these 4 kind of buildings. So as you can see, you know, this will be the main walkway. You'll come here, there will be a door, and the building will be inset here, and it'll go up higher. Obviously, it's not only going to be this tall, 3 tall. It might go up quite a lot higher, but this will be kind of the first floor of the building, and you'll come into it this way, and you'll be able to leave it this way to come over here. And there's another building here, which will have its facade there, and maybe a little garden, a terraced garden on top of this mountain, which would be fun. And then one over here, bam, bam, bam. Another building here with just a little bit poking out. Yeah, so this will just be an edge that you see. We don't want to make everything too obvious. And then another building over here, and this one is kind of set this way, so the frontage will be shorter. It's only 5 wide. Most of these are 5 by 7. I kind of thought I'll just try and keep it standard and not get too crazy. This one also might have the little bit of a terraced garden as well, since we have the opportunity. And possibly from this one we might have a lower walkway that goes down. As I think I said in the previous section, I think down here is all going to be farmland in my view. And then obviously this will be the end, and this walkway will come over here to there, maybe over there as well, etc, etc. Cool, so that's what we did, and that took me a couple of days. Most of it was spent mining, to be honest, and gathering the red brick, and rebuilding this after it got blown up by 2 creepers. So that's what we've done so far. I'm quite happy with that for a first episode. In terms of, you know, getting stuff done. Enormous amounts of resource gathering is basically what I'm going to have to do. I would say that what I want to achieve for the next episode is that we can get some of these walkways really built out. Because we don't have to build all of the buildings for this one immediately. We could do one of them and go, yeah, that's a nice building, fantastic. Let's start putting things everywhere. Is kind of what I want. I don't want to just do one thing at a time. I want to start putting boom, 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 so that every time we open this world, we've got something new to look at. So definitely I want to work on the walkways for the next one, and I want to work on these. There's no creeper. I thought I heard something. I want to work on how these farms are going to look. Because over that side it goes down again into a valley, so I'm thinking we have a tunnel through there, and I'm just thinking we could have either terraced farms all over, or we could do pumpkin and melon farms, you know, just big kind of fields of pumpkin and melon, which would be quite good as well. I mean, we don't need it unless we start trading eventually, so that'd be nice. So it doesn't need to be efficient. This is all about visual aesthetics. And then I think this side we want to reforest this side as much as possible, and maybe a little bit of terraforming on this mountainside here, because this, as I said, kind of the entrance. It'd probably be better if we bring this right across through that hill and down to the water. I think is probably going to be a good idea. So that's what I want to do for the next episode, and then in the next episode we'll do some other things. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, this is the long-term project, so you know, videos will be random when they appear, but I'm still very excited about it. But I've got a lot of work to do in terms of the amount of stone I need just to build the pathways is huge. The pathways and the support pillars. So I've got lots and lots of off-camera resource gathering to do, and that is what I'm going to do. So I'll catch you next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.